This is the part you've all been waiting for. Is he around? Ladies, let me just tell you a little bit about this guy, Mr. Perry Gardner. He's very humble. He's right here. This is his hometown, Stratford, Connecticut. And before I go any further, can I ask you all at this time, please, turn your cell phones off. Keep your conversations to a minimum. If you need to talk, go on outside. You're not going to want to miss anything this gentleman has to say. He has opened for some great names. He's worked all over the tri-state area, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey. He's been a regular in Atlantic City. He is the last comic standing right there. He's worked at Harrah's Hotel in Vegas. He's been at the MGM Grand in Vegas. And ladies and gentlemen, he's worked at Dangerfields. He was a regular on Dangerfields. And ladies and gentlemen, 4 times he was a guest on Late Night with David Letterman. Give it up for my buddy, Mr. Perry Gardner.
Michael Ray, ladies and gentlemen, how about that? I want to thank Michael. I want to thank Michael for coming here this evening. Walk out, walk back. You guys, just like my fucking wife. Am I all right now? I want to thank Michael very much for coming here this evening. And I want to thank Bobby Johnson for helping to put all this together with the last few Saturdays with the trivia and the karaoke. And Bobby, where are you, Bobby? Anybody that's heard Bobby do karaoke, I'm sure they feel the way I feel. I want to say to you, stop fucking singing, will you please? Chickens hear you sing, they stop laying eggs for about a week. Stop it now. And Michael Ray, not only can Michael sing, but he's a very multi-talented guy. He made a movie recently about his life. It's called Please, Uncle Michael, Don't Touch Me There Anymore. He's also been published. He did his autobiography. It's called Growing Up Gay in Richfield. I'm kidding. He's not from Richfield. But anyway, I tend bar here, and I got to tell you, the other night a woman came in. I didn't know her. She'd never been in here before. She stormed in. The bar happened to be full. She says, I want a Johnny Walker Black on the rocks and give everybody at the bar a drink on me. So I set everybody up. I said, how are you going to pay for this, honey? She lifted up her skirt. She had no panties on. I took a look. I said, you got anything smaller? It's just a joke. I left here last night. I had a few drinks. I was really hungry when I got home. I stopped and bought Chinese food. And I ate the Chinese, and I had a leftover taco in the refrigerator, and it wasn't enough, so I picked up a can of Chef Boyardee raviolis. I got up this morning, I'm farting in 3 languages. Speaking of language, have you been to Walmart lately? They got an old guy out front of Walmart, they call him a greeter. You see the guy? Welcome to Walmart. They need an interpreter. They should call it Walmartinez. And my question is, do Puerto Ricans ever go anywhere alone? You never see one Puerto Rican. There's like 3 generations hanging on to those carriages in there. You got the 16-year-old mother with the 2 kids. You got the 35-year-old grandmother. And you got the great-grandfather who's nearing 50. Really. I know why they always go in groups in case they steal something that's heavy. But anyway, I hate to cast aspersions, but my lovely wife is here tonight. I said, Don is my 3rd wife, and after the second one, I wasn't going to get involved with women anymore, but I ran into her, and there was something she said that just pushed me over the edge. Hi, I'm Donna. Stick it in. But anyway, yeah, it was a very short-term romance. Seriously, yeah, it's the way to a man's heart. She called me today. and she called me up. I said, honey, you sound like you're out of breath. Well, I'm in the kitchen. I'm dusting that big silver thing I said, that's the stove. Oh, yeah? Yeah, that's not much of a cook. I found the best place to hide my money is in the oven. She's not really that big a cook. Anyway, tomorrow's Mother's Day. I have to get her a gift. Everybody do their shopping. You get your cards. You do all that stuff. Don't forget the cards, kids. You got to have cards. They get very upset with you. Very upset. You ever bought a card lately? They're about $9 for a card. Have you done this? I'm in line. I get the Valentine's Day. I get the card, and I get candy. That's what you get. You get a card and candy. When I got there, I found out the card was $9. I put the Snickers bar right back on the shelf. I can't shop for women anymore. I don't know what to get, for Christ's sake. A few years ago, I got a home run. I got a vibrator with a snooze alarm. I tell you what, if it wasn't for the electronic devices in our house, they saved our marriage. Between the vibrator and the smartphone, I haven't had to speak to her much in the last 4 years. Really, we don't talk that much anymore. Although tonight she had a couple drinks, so just before I came up here, she whispered in my ear she wants to have sex when we get home. Now I got to put a date rape pill in my own drink. It didn't used to be that way. I remember when we first got married, I'll tell you what, the sex. I'd come home from work, she'd be hanging naked by her nipples from the ceiling fan. We did everything. I'm telling you, I used to tie her up, blindfold her. We used whipped cream, Cool Whip, sour cream, half and half. Even to this day, when I walk by the dairy department and Stop and Shop, I get a hard on. Now it's all different. I mean, we're still using the blindfold, and now we're both wearing one. You know what I'm saying? We can't have sex anymore. We take off our clothes. We can't stop laughing. She says, I'm tired of you laughing behind my back. I said, it's in the front that's fucking funny. Anyway. Hey. Nothing's working. I don't know how many guys in the room are using the Viagra, the Cialis. Anybody using that stuff? Of course not. No, I know. They sell $6 billion worth of pills a month. Me and my brother are the only ones buying them. All the rest of you guys are pogo sticking around the house. Breaking windows with that son of a bitch. Jesus. Nothing's working. We can't even get the garage door to stay up in my house. She called me up the other day. She said, the garage door goes up and then it comes right down. I get it to go up and it comes back down. I said, I know exactly what you're talking about. I said, I told you what to do. She says, I'm not licking the remote control. I'm not doing that. I swear to God. It's not easy when you're married and everything. But this is nice. You got the VFW. I want to thank all the people, the veterans, and everybody that's supporting this. It's a wonderful night, and we should do this more often. And many thanks to Michael Ray and everybody involved. And Wendy, bartender, staying overtime. We had Tip a Vet today. We made a lot of money. It's very good. We got to keep this place open so old people can have a place to drink. That's what it's. It's sort of like drinking in a museum when you come over here. You know? No, it's awfully nice. I was at the Bronx Zoo. The Beardsley Zoo. Anybody go to the Beardsley Zoo? See, Michael Ray is a part of the Beardsley Zoo, and he loves animals. On some afternoons, he stands outside the monkey cage teaching them how to masturbate. You ever see these people? You ever see what the monkeys do? That's ridiculous, though. Unbelievable. Anyway, we don't talk about too many things down here that like after the show's over, we're all going to break up into little groups and talk about our medical issues. You know what I'm saying? Because the home, it's like a home away from home. You know what I'm saying? And Wednesday nights we play games like they do in the home. We play blood pressure bingo, spin the bedpan, and that musical one, name that laxative. That's a big game around here. We do that. I could see myself in the home now, sitting in a chair, looking out the window, wondering who the hell I used to be. And the nurse come by and say, Mr. Gardner, did you do something in your pants? I said, darn right I did, honey, for $12,000 a month. I'm not walking to the men's room. I'm shitting right here. Send that Mexican kid over to clean this up. Speaking of Mexicans, my wife said to me a few weeks ago, we're going to take you to an authentic Mexican restaurant. Authentic Mexican restaurant. How do you know it's authentic? She says, well, you get there. So we pulled in the parking lot, and she was right. There was 6 rider mowers out in the parking lot. They had a room like in McDonald's where the kids jump up and down. They had a room in the back with a little wall for the kids to practice jumping over. It was real nice. I enjoyed it very much. You ever eat their food? No wonder those fuckers never smile. Jesus, their assholes always on fire, for Christ's sake. Authentic restaurant. I've never been to an Irish restaurant. Anybody been to an Irish restaurant? Authentic. I didn't even know they had one, to be honest with you. Authentic. Have you been to one?
What do you think of a Polish authentic restaurant?
Polish.
Yeah, what do you think about this?
Well, I think everything on the menu is probably spelled wrong. I don't know. A Polish.
Did you ever try?
And then you, no,
Oh, you should.
I love the Polish people. Are you kidding me? I think, what? The food is very good. Kobashi. You eat that, and what? I usually work alone. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, I got a partner over here. No, it's good. I love the. Are you Polish, honey, by any chance? I think you are. What? No, you could be anything. There's a lot of accents, and I think. And I can talk to you now. What? No, you're a very lovely girl too. Very pretty. How about a nice round of applause for my Polish friend over here? You know what? You have to be proud of your heritage. Am I right? Got to be. Now, my father told me, my sister will vouch for this, his great-great-grandmother was Irish. She actually took part in the Boston Tea Party. How about that for history? Yeah, according to him, she was one of the first bags they threw overboard. That's what he, right? That's what he said. How many times you heard that joke? Huh? About 4,000? Whatever. I told that joke at my father's funeral. Anyway. You gotta be proud of who you are and what you are, and unless you're a chink. Anyway. I don't know. Where are my Yugoslavian friends? See, no one ever tells them about this stuff. They would be here. There's no Yugoslavians in the whole place. Well, we're going to start converting. We're going to make them come. We're going to put up signs. Yugoslavians drink for free. Whatever. I don't get it. Anyway. What we're going to do now is we're going to drink some more. And Michael's going to sing. And Tony Riccio is going to sing. And did Mike Caprio show up?
No, he didn't show up, but would you please do me a favor?
What's that?
Tell them the story about the League of Nations.
The League of Nations.
You know, the Italians have the Italian club.
Oh, I can do that. But I always, there's a couple of things I always wonder about. Speaking of the League of Nations, there's certain things that I wonder about. I wonder what it's like at a proctologist's office on Bring Your Daughter to Work Day. Can you visualize that at all? And I also wonder, with all the different countries and all the different ethnicities and all the different foods, I often wonder, what the hell does it smell like in the men's room at the United Nations? That's a good question, isn't it? Can you imagine that? Everybody in the booth, except the guy from Ethiopia. He can't even fart. They don't eat nothing over there. And I also wonder, I've been driving a long time. You go right by these places, they say construction zone, slow down, end of construction, school zone, slow down, end of school zone. You see the signs that say drug free zone, but you never see the sign that says resume drugs. How come? Why is that, Joe? You never see that sign. I would, she's talking about the fact that, and it's a good thing to do because everybody got together now. We're all from different groups. We have our Polish friend, everybody. And the thing about it is that we all get together, right? You can't go through life alone. Am I right about that? You have to have people in your life, right? Right? And I go back to the early days when the immigrants first came here around 1900. And one of the first things they did to get along with people, they formed groups so they could share things with their peers. You know what I mean? Like the Italians had the Sons of Italy, the Marquesan Society, Witness Protection Program. The Irish had the Gaelic American Club, Sons of Erin, Alcoholics Anonymous. Well, you got to get along with people. You got to have someplace to go. The Puerto Ricans have a Department of Motor Vehicles. Polish people have a club. They don't know where it is. They don't even know what the name of it is. That's the problem. I tell you, I love the Polish people. I'm in a bar. I said to the bartender, "You want to hear a good Polish joke?" He said, "Wait a minute, buddy. Let me warn you. The two big construction guys over there are both Polish. Those two young weightlifters who just came in, Polish, both of them. Matter of fact, pal, I happen to be Polish. Still want to tell that joke?" I said, "Not if I got to explain it 5 times." I know you didn't get it, honey. I was talking to this is true. I was talking to a Polish fellow, an older guy, and I made a joke. I said, I just read recently where the Polish people in the science department could try to land a man on the sun. He said, "Well, that will be kind of hot, wouldn't it be up there?" I said, "Yes." That's why they're going to go at night. You got that one? It's like the dumbest joke I ever heard in my whole life. I don't understand that. Anyway, we all try to get along. We try to do the best we can. I made a lot of mistakes in my life, and I did something a few years ago to turn my life around. I do recommend it for anybody in the room who's of a benevolent nature. I joined a group called Big Brothers of America. Have you heard of Big Brothers? Well, I joined this group a few years ago to turn my life around. Because now every Saturday morning, a man picks me up at my house, takes me to the circus. I went to the Bronx Zoo 17 times last year, I think it was. Get along real good. Anyway, this has been a hoot for me. I can't tell you how much fun I've had. Is there anything else you'd like to say, honey? You want to say something else?
Maybe not
At this point, perhaps later. Maybe I'll come back and you and I can. Yeah. Okay. You're Polish too?